Welcome to Triumphant Over Trauma, where resilience reigns and women rewrite their stories of victory after trauma. I'm Gina, your guide on this empowering journey. With a mission to help women overcome trauma, I'm here to inspire you to cultivate a positive mindset, embrace self-love, and find peace. Join me as we celebrate strength, reclaim power, and triumph over adversity together. There comes a time in every woman's journey when she realizes that the pain she once thought would silence her was actually preparing her to speak. The heartbreaks, the betrayals, the nights where you felt unseen, unheard, and unloved. All of it was never meant to bury you. It was meant to carve out space inside you so that when your calling arrived, you would have the strength, the compassion, and the wisdom to step into it. But here's the truth. Stepping into your calling isn't always glamorous. It's raw, it's vulnerable, and sometimes it feels terrifying. Because to answer that call, you must tell your story. Not the pretty, polished version, but the real one. The one that carries the scars, the tears, and the triumphs. And in sharing it, you don't just free yourself. You become a lighthouse for every other individual who has ever felt like they were drowning in the same storm. When you step into your calling, you transform from survivor into guide, from silenced into storyteller, from broken into a builder of something greater than yourself. And your story? Yes, even the darkest chapters becomes the very medicine someone else has been waiting for. So today, I want you to feel this episode like a warm embrace wrapping around your shoulders, whispering, "You are ready. You've walked through the fire, and now it's time to use that fire to light the way for others." Together, let's talk about how to move beyond fear, how to honor your truth, and how to let your story become the spark that inspires and leads others. Let's begin. Imagine carrying your story like a heavy backpack filled with stones. Each secret, each unspoken truth, each moment you've buried away adds another weight pressing down on your shoulders. You move through the world feeling small, silenced, invisible, as if your voice doesn't matter, as if your pain has no place, and at any given moment, you feel like you could snap. You desperately want to set the heavy backpack filled with stones down, but as you look around at your surroundings, you realize there is no place that you can. So, you continue to carry the heavy backpack tirelessly. When you hide your story, you live behind a veil, watching life happen, but never fully stepping into it. There's a quiet ache in your chest, a whisper that says, there is more to you, but you're too afraid to let it out. Fear is keeping you stuck. Now, picture what happens when you finally unzip that backpack and let those stones fall away. You stand taller, lighter, freer. The silence that once felt suffocating turns into a voice that shakes the air with power and truth. When you share your story, you no longer carry it alone. It becomes a bridge connecting you to others who have been waiting for someone brave enough to go first. Suddenly, the very moments that once brought you shame or sorrow became the torch you hold high, guiding others out of their own darkness. Instead of hiding, you lead. Instead of shrinking, you expand. And the life you step into is one marked by purpose, authenticity, and the unshakable knowing that your story has the power to change lives, including your own. Breaking your silence is scary and will bring forth all kinds of questions in your mind, such as, will they believe me? Will I be questioned about what happened to me? Who am I in the face of my pain? Will people think differently about me? Or will they leave me out of important gatherings or celebrations? While all of these questions are valid, leaning further into them and allowing them to shape your future will cause you to remain silent. Acknowledge them and set them free, because in allowing yourself to do so, breaking your silence will become easier and you will change the trajectory of your future for the better. Let's talk about 5 simple and clear steps that will help you begin to break your silence into sharing your story to inspire and lead. Step number 1, reflect and own your story. Before you can lead others, you must first understand and embrace your own story. Here is an example. Take quiet time to journal or meditate on pivotal moments in your life, both the pain and the triumphs. Write down what you've survived, the lessons learned, and the strengths you gained. Acknowledge your resilience openly. I lived this. I felt this. And I am still here. I am stronger because of it. Owning your story removes shame and gives you the foundation to step into leadership. Step number 2, find your voice. Your voice is your power. Speaking your truth turns personal pain into shared empowerment. Here is an example. Start small by sharing a part of your story with a trusted friend, in a private journal, or on social media in a way that feels safe. Notice the relief, the sense of freedom, and the sparks of connection that come from speaking honestly. Sharing your voice builds courage and authenticity and provides essential tools for inspiring others. Step number 3, identify your audience and purpose. Leadership through storytelling requires clarity about who you are reaching and why. Here is an example. Ask yourself, who can benefit from hearing my journey? Who do I want to empower or inspire? For instance, you may choose to share your healing journey with women overcoming trauma, young professionals navigating career setbacks, or moms learning self-love. Knowing your audience transforms your story from cathartic expression into purposeful leadership. Step number 4, transform pain into power. Shift your mindset. The challenges and struggles you faced are not burdens. They are fuel for others to rise, including yourself. Here is an example. Take a difficult experience such as surviving a toxic relationship and highlight what it taught you about boundaries, resilience, or self-worth. Frame it as a lesson or insight that others can apply. When your story becomes a beacon, you turn past wounds into tools of empowerment, showing others what is possible. Step number 5, take action and lead with impact. Now it's time to step fully into your role as a storyteller and leader. Share, teach, mentor, or create platforms where your story can spark change. Here is an example. Host a small discussion group, write a blog, start a podcast, or volunteer to speak to a community group. Even small intentional acts of sharing create ripples of impact. Leading with your story not only inspires others, but reinforces your own sense of purpose, confidence, and self-empowerment. As you move through this journey of stepping into your calling, remember that every small step matters. Reflecting on your story, finding your voice, identifying your audience, transforming pain into power, and taking intentional action. Each of these steps is a brushstroke painting the masterpiece of your life. You've survived, you've grown, and now you have the opportunity to lead with authenticity, courage, and compassion. If you're ready to go even deeper, to explore your story fully, and step into your leadership with clarity and confidence, I want to invite you to join me inside my course, Finding Direction from Within. This is a space designed to guide you as you uncover your purpose, embrace your truth, and transform your experiences into the powerful life you've always envisioned. Whether you choose the do-it-yourself path or work alongside me, this journey will help you step forward intentionally, reconnect with yourself, and feel empowered to inspire others with your story. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment. Your story, your voice, and your impact are ready now. Take this step for yourself and allow your truth to shine, lighting the path for both you and the individuals who need your courage. As always, thank you for being here with me today. Wherever you are, have a wonderful day. May you feel the courage to break your silence, the bravery to speak your truth, and the quiet strength that reminds you that you are more than enough and capable of doing anything you set your mind to. This is Gina, signing off. Thank you for tuning in to Triumphant Over Trauma, where resilience prevails and women rewrite their stories of victory after trauma. Remember, healing is a journey, not a destination. Keep embracing your strength, cultivating resilience, and shining your light bright. You are capable of triumphing over any challenge life throws your way. Until next time, keep rising and thriving. You've got this.